Magnificent these are when the lights go down. The lights come on. This is like a party waiting to happen, Chad. These are amazing.
When I saw these for the first time, I couldn't believe how pretty and beautiful and the ambience that you were able to create with just a couple of sticks. I mean, quite frankly, that's what I was calling them. I was like, these sticks are gonna light up. No, look at your screen. Look at the beautiful colors. Now you have two choices. Nothing to choose to buy it, but when you get it home, there's a switch on the back. And so you, look at this, in the snow, in the rain, in the sleet, doesn't matter. There's a switch on the back, so you'll see some are lighting in white, because you can choose just white, or you can do color changing. And so if you want the fun and you want the pop of color, do the color changing. If you want the white, you can do that too. They all work the same. There's just a switch on the back that you have to flip.
And you get a 2-pack today for $24.95. You can find these at retail. We have the best price anywhere. Sure. We're the only ones that are offering the 2-pack for less than $25. So they're powered by the sun. The sun hits that solar panel during the day, and at night, the lights automatically come on?
Perfect, yep, exactly right. Wow. So this is your solar panel. It flips up and flips down on the back. Well, that's the item number there. But then right there is that switch, and that's a rubberized switch, so it's weather protected. One way is gonna give you white, the other way is gonna give you color changing, offs in the middle. But once you flip it the first time, it's gonna come on the same sort of color every time. So you see two modes, vibrant white or color changing. So if you have it on white, every night it's gonna come on white by itself. Like you don't have to go out there and mess with it.
All right.
If you have it on color changing, every night it's gonna come on color changing. But again, you don't have to do anything because it auto-regulates itself. So every single night when it gets dark, they come on all by themselves. You don't have to hit any buttons, nothing like that. Just like here in the studio, we touch nothing. And then actually, I'm gonna pull my little yellow one out here. If I tilt it towards the camera, the way the light angles through it is hard to catch on camera, but you can see there just how nice and brilliant and bright this is. Now this is on color changing mode. You can see the flex and you can see the way it shines and shimmers. If we stay right there, I'm gonna switch it to white because I want you to see just how, look at that. Look at the classic white that you're seeing there. And it just shines through that acrylic pillar like you've never seen. In fact, if I change it right towards the camera, it's almost like a flashlight coming out of the camera lens. It's just the way we catch it when it's like this. I feel like these are like from a Harry Potter movie or something, right? Yeah. There's something so beautiful. So if you come in close, guys, on the two colors that I'm holding, you will see they do kind of look like a magic wand. I don't know if you can come in closer on the two that I'm holding. There you go. Yeah. And you can see the colors really come to life when we angle them this way. So they're color changing on their own. So they're either all white or they're changing colors. Right, so this is the white that I'm touching here. So that's the white, that's one way of the switch, and then Sarah's holding, and the two that you're seeing in the nice brilliant colors, all by themselves again, that's the other way the switch goes. So it's really a 2-for-1, because you don't have to choose, you just flip the switch, and they're solar powered. So you know, you never wire, you never hire, you never call anybody. The solar panel, and I point this out, is up off the ground. And so if you do live in an area where you get snow,
those are so cool. This
winter you won't, it's gonna run all year long because the sun powers it up during the day, it comes on at night, and the solar panel is elevated. So you get two modes, white and LED color changing. You never have to worry about that. Again, what you should know is the sun will power and it will last for 8 hours long, weather resistant, solar powered, of course, as I've been pointing out. But at the end of the day, I love when we show a snow scene because you know, with even with our disc lights, we saw great. This is Bell and Howell, just like our disc lights are Bell and Howell. The disc lights could get covered with snow, sure. This solar panel is up off the ground by about, I don't know, almost a foot. So it's gonna be up above any of those foliage, leaves, plants. It's gonna give you that vertical lighting, give you some height to your garden, things like that. But I mean, the video.
I think the video is so amazing. Yes. Because we just can't capture the lighting here in our studio. But I'll tell you what I love about this video. Thank you. It looks like a party. Like, are you having a graduation party? Are you having a wedding? Are you just doing like a fun anniversary? My mother-in-law's turning 80 this year, so we're thinking about all the fun ways we can help celebrate and make it feel extra special around a pool. You know, think about this. You get a set of two today for less than $25. That's $12.50. Do you need to plug them in? Do you need a cord? Do you need to buy a bulb or a battery? No, it's all built in. You just got to put the stake in the hole in the bottom because the box isn't this tall. So you just put the stake in the bottom and you're good to go. A campfire. Think about it. All your little summer outings. Maybe you're camping. Maybe you're going to be out there with your RV. Maybe you want to kind of set up the summer cottage or cabin to kind of feel festive. Maybe you have an Airbnb and you want to kind of give it that little ambiance. Yeah, and these are salads. So this is, if you hear it,
Hear me clicking them? There's solid acrylic here coming home to you, and we always point out that with these specifically, because on our big box store where they're more expensive, choose where you start, okay? Choose where you start. Once you, and this is always a part of the presentation where people go, oh, I get it, and I know where I'm gonna put them. Pick up more than you think you might need, because once you put them in a potted plant, once you put them in your either side of the doorway where you come in those potted plants, you go, you know what?
That's a cool idea.
That is elevated. That's elegant. That's rich.
I also like that this is different from anything else we've ever shown you. I like that they're linear.
True.
I like that they're modern. I like that they kind of look like these beautiful kind of glowing magic wands. They look like party lights. I mean, think about it. If you're gonna have fancy lighting for an outdoor event, you have to rent.
Yep.
And you have to have someone come over and install them for you. And then when the event is over, they take them away.
Yeah, and what we always know with Bell and Howell is that we try to adapt with the trends of the market. And so TikTok, Instagram, all your social media, you're seeing a lot of things just like this. And what we've learned is a lot of us want to take our lighting higher, up off the ground a little bit to give us that vertical garden, that higher lighting in the garden. In fact, the Philadelphia Garden Show, we were just pointing out that they were calling it an electric garden or a moon garden because it's time, finally, where solar lighting has caught up with technology like computers. It's really advanced. And so lighting is staying on with solar all night long, finally. So we're just now at that breaking point in the last 12 months where solar is the way of the future. It's sustainable. There's no cost. You know what we were calling it? Inflation proof. Because you never pay for this again.
Wait, anytime the sun shines, you're
free.
Powering up your amazing light sticks.
Could you imagine if your lamp was like that in your house?
Well, I just had another bulb go out in my house. And again, we'll turn these so they can really catch the light for everybody. I just had another bulb go out in my house. I know I have to go out and buy another bulb, darn it.
Yep.
And that's gonna be, it's a weird light, so I have to buy like a $6 or $8 bulb, and then you're constantly replacing them. This is something, once you buy it, you're done. And you never have to buy a bulb, you never have to buy a battery. You don't have to have them wired to each other.
Nope.
Right? They could be anywhere. If you get one of these 2 packs, you could have one in the front and one in the back?
They all work independently. So every single one you buy is gonna work by themselves. So it doesn't matter where you place them. You wanna break up a set, you can do that. But don't forget when you're going camping, when you're taking the RV out, like you pointed out, make that space your own. Make your neighbors jealous. This is an item that you will find it in big box stores for more money. So I can't say that your neighbors might not have them. There's a chance they'd have one. They wouldn't have this deal for sure. But what I know is that this is the only order of the year. We're not making any more. This is a really unique niche item that HSN really wanted to gravitate towards, and I am all for it. I mean, you want to talk about lighting and bringing that up above the snow, above the rain, above your flowers.
Could you leave them out there year round?
You got it, yep, because there's nothing harmful on it. The steel on the bottom will never rust, never corrode. It's 304 stainless steel, just like our disc lights. And at the end of the day, it is powered by the sun. Put them by your mailbox, put them by your shed, put them line your property. It doesn't matter because you don't have to have them close to an outlet or anything like that.
And I love how bright they are. You're gonna get these home and you're gonna be absolutely amazed.
It's fun.
We have a lot of bright lights in our studio, but the fact that you could do color changing as one mode or all white lighting as your second mode, you've got a lot of options. And I think they look very, very elegant. They look like little bubbles. They look like a glass of champagne. They're just pretty tall and elegant. And remember, we've got the best price anywhere on the Bell & Howell glow sticks. Thank you so much, Chad.
Thanks, Sarah.
Nice to be with you today on our garden day. And I love the idea that you can just put those anywhere. So we'll see you soon, Chad. And in the meantime, check out hsn.com. We've got innovations happening everywhere we turn. It's our innovation month on hsn.com. You can check out all the wonderful innovations we have there for you, including some really cool stuff. All right, we also have some wonderful items today, and I'm going to introduce you to our very special guest because she is a